Picture yourself in the ancient city of Babylon, where New Year's celebrations were far removed from what we know today. The turn of the year was not just marked with fireworks and resolutions, but with a grand and lengthy festival known as Akitu. Now the Babylonians, they had a rather unique take on ringing in the new year. It wasn't just a day or two of festivities, oh no, they were in it for the long haul. Akitu spanned a full 12 days, each filled with its own distinct rituals and ceremonies. But this was no mere party. Akitu was a deeply religious event, a time of great reverence and solemnity. It was a time when the Babylonians sought the favor of their gods, especially Marduk, their chief deity. The festival served as a stage for the recreation of the mythic victory of Marduk over the chaotic sea goddess Tiamat, symbolically re-establishing order for the coming year. The Babylonians believed that their actions during these 12 days would determine their fate for the year to come. If Marduk was pleased with their celebrations, then they could look forward to a year of good fortune and prosperity. But if they failed in their duties, well, they were in for a rough year. So you see, for the Babylonians, Akitu was a time of great importance. It was a time to reaffirm their bonds with the gods, to ensure the continued functioning of the cosmos, and to set the stage for the year ahead. They might not have had countdowns and champagne, but the Babylonians knew how to mark the new year in style. So, while we might not face quite the same stakes in our New Year's celebrations, the Babylonians remind us that the turn of the year has always been a time for reflection and renewal. Fast forward a few millennia to the chilly climes of Scotland, where the first visitor of the new year carries great significance. In Scotland, the stroke of midnight on New Year's Eve initiates a heartwarming tradition known as first footing. This custom is steeped in the belief that the first person to cross the threshold of a home after the new year rings in determines the household's luck for the year ahead. The first footer, as they are called, brings with them gifts and is considered a harbinger of prosperity and good fortune. Now you might be wondering about the nature of these gifts. The first footer usually carries items like coal, shortbread, and whiskey. Each of these has a symbolic meaning. The coal is a nod to warmer times, a promise that the household will always be warm and comfortable. The shortbread, a delicious traditional Scottish biscuit, stands for nourishment and abundance. The whiskey, well, that's a toast to good cheer and joy throughout the year. But it's not just about material gifts. This tradition underscores the importance of hospitality and camaraderie. As the first footer steps into the house, they bring with them a spirit of friendship, a willingness to share, and a torrent of good wishes for the new year. It's a beautiful way to start the year, don't you think? The tradition of first footing is not just a ritual. It's a testament to the Scottish belief in community, goodwill, and the power of a warm welcome. It's more than just a step into someone's house. It's a step into the new year filled with optimism, generosity, and shared happiness. The Scottish tradition of first footing is a reminder that the way we start the year can set the tone for the days to come. It's a celebration of togetherness and a reaffirmation of the bonds that tie us together. So if you find yourself in Scotland come New Year's, remember, your arrival might just set the tone for the year to come. But for a truly unique New Year's tradition, we turn to Spain, where the stroke of midnight is a time for quick eating and even quicker thinking. In Spain, the arrival of the new year is marked not by fireworks or kisses, but by the rapid consumption of 12 grapes. Yes, you heard that right. As the clock strikes midnight, Spaniards across the country pop a grape into their mouths with each chime of the clock. That's 12 grapes in 12 seconds. A feat that requires a nimble tongue and a strong resolve. Now you might be wondering, why grapes? What's the significance? Well, the tradition dates back to the late 19th century, and it's steeped in symbolism. Each grape represents good luck for 1 month of the coming year. So by eating all 12 grapes, you are in essence ensuring a year filled with prosperity and good fortune. Miss a grape and you might be in for a rocky month. But it's not just about luck. The Spanish grape tradition is also a fun challenge that brings people together. Families gather around their television sets, bags of grapes at the ready, waiting for the clock to strike midnight. The air is filled with laughter and anticipation as everyone tries to keep pace with the chimes. It's a moment of shared joy and camaraderie, a collective ushering in of the new year. And let's not forget the hopeful gesture this tradition represents. By partaking in this unusual ritual, Spaniards are actively welcoming the new year, embracing its uncertainties with a spirit of optimism. It's a reminder that every new beginning comes with its own set of challenges, but also its own potential for joy and success. So whether you're facing down a handful of grapes or just watching the ball drop, remember, every New Year's celebration is a chance to look forward with hope and joy. From ancient Babylon to modern Spain, New Year's celebrations around the world are as diverse as they are meaningful. We've journeyed through the ages, from the Babylonian ritual of returning borrowed items, symbolizing a fresh start. Then we've crossed the Scottish threshold into the tradition of first footing, where the first person to enter a home after midnight brings good fortune for the year ahead. Finally, we've tasted the Spanish tradition of eating 12 grapes at the stroke of midnight, each representing a wish for the coming months. Each of these unique customs, different as they may seem, share a common thread. They all celebrate renewal, good fortune, and a hopeful outlook for the new year. As we ring in our own new year, let these tales of celebration remind us of the joy and possibility that each new beginning holds. If you enjoyed this journey through New Year's traditions, please subscribe to our channel for more fascinating tales and traditions from around the world. Happy New Year!